Dear all, welcome to Civil Services with Zaki. And as you know, in this section, Ask Zaki Sir, we answer the questions asked by a student. So it is the question on basically student demands. So basically this video, this question or this section is very significant because you can ask any question regarding the geography, ecology, environment, and science and tech. So one of our student and basically Kajal Chauhan asked this question. So let us we discuss on this question. Basically, this question is: what is a carbon market and how does it work, and what are the advantages and challenges of the basically carbon market? So basically this is very significant topic regarding the ecology, environment, and it's very significant for the mains as well as the prelims exam. So that's why this video will going to very significant to you. So let us see what are the subtopic of this video. See, number one, what is a carbon market? So first we discuss about what is a carbon market, and another is what is a carbon credit. So basically carbon market is based on the carbon credit. So what is a carbon credit? Also the Kyoto Protocol and Paris Agreement, because these two basically agreement is one of the most significant agreement for the carbon credit or trading system. Another is type of carbon credit. So what type of the carbon credits are really present in the present world, and how does it work in real life? So we can see with the several examples, so how can it work in our real life, and also what are the advantage of the carbon market. So what are the advantage of carbon market? Is really carbon market reduce or green emission and all that. So we discuss all this topic in this section. What are the advantage of carbon market, and another is what are the challenges. So regarding advantage, what are the challenges in the forthcoming, and also we summarize in a short animation. So so you can clear your all concept, and if you have any question regarding all concept and all that, then you write in the comment box. And also please if you are new, then subscribe our channel and tell your friends and colleagues, and please share this video. And also if you want to help me, because as you know this is a very intensive research work, then you can scan this and help us. So we move forward and see the context. So if we see the context, carbon dioxide is the most important greenhouse gas and basically produced by the combustion of fuel has become a cause of global panic as its concentration in the earth atmosphere has been rising alarmingly. So the carbon dioxide, however, is now turning into the product help people, country, consultant, trader, corporations, and even farmer earn billions of rupees with this trade. So let's understand what is carbon market and how it works, and what are the advantages and challenges of the carbon market. So let's see one by one. So first we move forward and see what is a carbon market. So understand in a nutshell, the carbon market is a trading system in which the carbon credit are sold and bought. So if you see here, carbon basically, so basically carbon market is a trading system in which carbon credit sold and bought. So basically company or individual can use carbon market to compensate for their greenhouse gas emissions by purchasing carbon credit. So by purchasing carbon credit. So what is carbon credit? We also know about what is carbon credit, and so let's move forward and see the next slide. So a carbon credit is a tradable permit or certificate. Basically, it is a tradable permit or certificate given by the authority. So that's provide holder to credit the right to emit 1 ton carbon dioxide or equivalent to the another greenhouse gas. So 1 ton. So it means 1 carbon credit. If you see, 1 carbon credit is equal to 1 ton of the carbon dioxide. So, and finally fix the price of this carbon. So the European Union carbon credit traded about 7.78 to 25.19 basically dollar, and on an average, and you see 16.21 per ton in 2018. So if we see the data of the 2018, you can see. So we move forward and see this type of. So this is a composite picture. So how carbon credit work. So if you see that basically it is offset carbon credit. So some basically industries releases greenhouse gas and finally pay the sum of the area where carbon sequestration. So they sequestrate the carbon by the some of the technology like the carbon capture technology, whether it is natural or artificial technology used to the carbon capture. So what is carbon capture technology and all that, then you also must watch our YouTube channel and subscribe, because as you know, we started recently started a major environmental concept. So in major environmental concept, we will provide you all these topics. What is the carbon sequestrations and what is the carbon carbon trade, and also as you know in today's video. So let's move further and see the some decades ago. So when these type of the carbon trade or etc started, if you see the some decades ago, a debate started how to reduce the emission of the harmful gases that contribute the greenhouse effect and causes global warming. So countries come together and signs an agreement, and this agreement is called Kyoto Protocol. So Kyoto Protocol is the first agreement basically adopted this type of the concept. If you go back in the history, this type of the successful experiment basically already experienced by the United States when the acid rain basically due to the sum of the sulfur pollution in the atmosphere. So after some type of the cap basically cap adopted by the some government policy. So after that some year 1, 2 or 3 years basically the acid rain basically not happen, and this settles they settle the problem. So that's why this type of the technique also adopted, and basically the first internationally Kyoto Protocol agreement. So we see also the Kyoto Protocol has created mechanism under which the country have been emitted more carbon and other gases, carbon and included other gases, other greenhouse gases like the ozone, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and even water vapor. So all these are the greenhouse gases have voluntarily decided to that they will bring down the level of 1990s, early 1990s. So another agreement, as you know, the carbon finance. So also basically in these credit, carbon finance is also one of the significant and will be key for the implementation of the NDC, nationally determined contribution. So and the Paris Agreement. So Paris Agreement is also one of the most significant agreement, and basically enable the use of the market mechanism through the Article 6. So basically this type of the carbon trade also mentioned in the Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. Let's see Kyoto Protocol in brief. Basically, if you see here, Kyoto Protocol treaty adopted in Japan 11th December in 1997 came into force into 16th February 2005 and also implemented the objective of UNFCCC to reduce the greenhouse gas emission, means United Nation Framework Convention for Climate Change. So let's we see another thing. Based on the consensus that the global warming is occurring, consensus that human-made carbon dioxide emission predominantly caused global warming, and also 192 parties to the protocol, and these 192 basically participated in this protocol, Kyoto Protocol, and unfortunately in this protocol United States not signed the treaty, this type of the Kyoto Protocol. So let's see another Paris Agreement. So Paris Agreement within the UNFCCC, Article 6 basically outlined the framework for the global carbon market. So basically Article 6 outlined these type of the framework of the global market. Another is all nations to make ambitious effort to combat climate change. Also some target. So developed country to assist developing country. So in Paris Agreement, all countries across the globe need to determine some type of the contribution of the carbon reduction. So these are the in brief Paris Agreement or Kyoto Protocol. If you want to more about Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement and all that, then you must subscribe for our major environmental concept, in which we also define what is protocol, what is agreement and all that. So so you can better understand all things. So we move forward and see type of carbon credit. So what is the type of carbon credit? So see here, there are two types of the carbon credit. If you see here, two type of the carbon credit. One is carbon offset credit and another is carbon reduction credit. Carbon offset credit in COCs and another carbon reduction credit CRC. These two are carbon credit. So first see carbon offset credit. What is carbon offset credit? Basically it consists a clean form of energy. It means production of the wind, solar, hydro or biofuel or any other clean energy which categorized as carbon offset credit. So if you switch off the coal to the renewable energy, coal to the hydrogen energy, and another form of the basically if you see the non-carbon means green energy also, and another is called carbon reduction credit CRCs. So it consists of collection of storage of the carbon from the atmosphere through the biosequestration, means reforestation, forestation, etc. Basically these are the natural process, but it can be the also the artificial process, and ocean and soil collection and storage effort, and also carbon capture technology used by the some type of the artificial technique to capture these carbon. Also these are the basically categorized under the carbon reduction credit. So basically two types of the carbon credit. So we move forward and see another thing, and how does it work in real life. So assume such type of the carbon credit. So how it works in our real life. So see here, assume one of the British petroleum, assume here British Petroleum is running a plant in the United Kingdom. Say that it's emitting more gases than the accepted norm. So such type of the main accepted norm is 5 ton and they produce 7 ton, 6 ton. So say that's emitting more gas than the, so it means as agreed by the United Nations UNFCCC. So it can tie up with their own subsidiary or say India or China. So can tie up with their own subsidiary, whether this company is situated in China or India. So and under the clean development mechanism. So clean development mechanism. So we can also provide you a video on the what is clean development mechanism and all that. So it can buy carbon credit by making Indian or Chinese plant more eco-savvy and to help the technology transfer. So if they such type of the green technology and all that, the efficient technology they use. So it can cut any other company like the Indian Oil or anybody else such type of the. So if you see they produce 7 ton, cap is 5 ton, and another Indian company they produce only 2 ton, but their cap or their credit is 4 ton. It means 2 ton more. Then these 2 tons basically credited by the bought by the British Petroleum. So that's why this type of the work basically balance work in this carbon market. So let's see what are the advantage of carbon market. So why this carbon market significant. So if you see here, in 2021, so the Intergovernmental Panel on the Climate Change released a fresh report on world progress towards the slowing climate change. And in this progress report, greenhouse gases emission is still rising, but at slower pace. So it means the rising of these greenhouse gas reduce and basically slower speed. It means not so faster like the pre-90s and all that. Also, if you see the renewable are not cheap. So if you see the first in the first phase, renewable are very high cost, whether it is solar and other wind energy and all that. So if you purchase such type of the renewable energy, then you it means 10 rupees per unit. No, this type of the unit reduced to 1 rupees, 10 to 1 rupees. So it means it is cheaper than the coal, oil and gas. So that's why, because it is the cost decrease due to these carbon credit or carbon market. So let's see another advantage. So the emission trading system. So this is basically this trade system is also known as the emission trading system. India, China and some other Asian country have the advantage to because they are developing country and they can sell their credit to the developed country. So any company, factory or farmer in India can get linked to the United Nations framework and climate change and know the standard level of the carbon emission allowed for the output of activity. So if I set up some company in India and see our offset is 5 ton carbon, and my company is very environmentally sound, and my company basically produce only 1 ton carbon. So we can sell the another rest of the carbon with the developed country and other country. So that's why the India and other Chinese company may be benefited. So another is, see, the European Union after the Kyoto Protocol basically come into force in February 2005, and after that European Union launched the world's first international emission trading system, first in 2005, and after that, if you see the China in 2021, China launched the world's largest emission trading system. So estimated to cover 1/7 of the global carbon, 1/7 of the global carbon emission. as you know, the China is still using more coal and all that. So from the burning fossil fuel, many more nationals and subnationals emission trades are now spreading or under the development across the globe. So basically this type of the emission trading system is really working. So what is the challenges? We see what are the challenges. So the serious concern about the issue is the double counting of the greenhouse gases, emission reduction, human right abuses like the violation of the right of the indigenous people, and another such type of the company acquire these type of the and basically replace this displacement of these type of the indigenous people. So human rights abuses and greenwashing. What is greenwashing? If you see greenwashing in which company falsely market their green credential. For example, misrepresentations of the climate neutral product or service. So they produce this product is less basically less emits carbon. So but they falsely assume this. So it means such type of the product reduce 1 ton carbon, this type of the products, but they depicted or they misrepresent only it's to not half ton. So that's why. So basically misrepresentations and product of the services of the carbon market. So this is the basic and one of the significant challenge for the these carbon credit market. For carbon market to be successful, these issues must be addressed. Such type of, as you know, see your fridge or your TV 3-star, 4-star carbon. So your fridge is 5-star, maybe less carbon emission. But in reality, if you check reality, they only basically maintain the standard of only 2-star. So this type of the misinterpretation or misrepresentation are called greenwashing. Also, another challenge is, if you see, the emission reductions and removal must be real and aligned with the country NDC, nationally determined contribution. So there must be a transparency in the international and financial infrastructure. So also need a challenge in transparency in institutional and financial structure for the carbon market. So, and there must be adequate social and environmental safeguard to mitigate any adverse of the project impact. So maybe this type of the adverse impact, so mitigate this type of the adverse impact. Also, if you develop some another plant or other thing, must be environmental impact assessment, and all these are keep in mind. So these are the basic challenge of this. So before we going, we can summarize in a short animation. So see here animation. See here, it is short animation. So what is carbon trading? Basically, carbon trading or marketing is the same. So if you see all these things like the planes and all you use, whether it is agriculture, are produce carbon dioxide. So these carbon dioxide first they can offset by the planting tree and all that there, but these are the voluntarily at that time. But no, after the Kyoto Protocol, these are the capped by the these mechanisms. So it is called cap and trade. So first, as you know, the European Union Carbon Allowance. So European Union first basically, as you know, they adapted these type of the market. And so basically, if you see here, see here, this is cap and trade. So assume these 4 factory basically cap is here, and but some factory need more carbon, then they assume. So if you see, these company less carbon is basically added to this company. So see, these yellow figure, if you see, yellow figure is the carbon emission. So if you see the sum of the carbon trade, so here, so this type of the this company can emit that level. But if another company need more, so this company bought this from, so see this. And after, if you see such type of the clean mechanism adapted by this factory, so this factory also sell our their basically carbon credit to the another company which need more. So see here, so see here. So that's the mechanism. So basically it is adopted by the Kyoto Protocol in December 1996, 1 to 10 December, and basically come into force into February 2005. So see here, and the oldest carbon trading market established in 2005 in European Union trading system, emission trading system. After Europe, Canada also developed this type of the system, and finally United States also developed this type of the system. United States also developed in this time. So also 2021, China launched the world largest, if you see the world largest trading system, and 40% of the Chinese basically emissions basically cut by the. So it is so as you know the advantage of the carbon. So if you see, they reduce about, you see on the carbon market grow in the 35% market basically grow in 2012 to 2019. And if we see the carbon reduction, so if you see the 2018 data, so if you see the coal is 20%, gas is 20%, renewable is 33%. So if you see, and after 2019, after that 2019, you see coal reduced 20 to 60%. So it is basically advantage or good news, and renewable from 30 to 35%, and it is this type of the trading system growing steadily. So totally 8.7% basically reduction in emission. And as you know, 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, and as we earlier discussed about the Paris Climate Agreement, and Article 6 of the Paris Climate Agreement also deal with this carbon trading system. So in this scenario, by 2035, 60 to 80% carbon reduce, greenhouse gas reduce. So that's why this type of the carbon market, carbon trading are the significant for fighting for the climate change. So if you have any question, or if you want to ask any question related to IAS exam on geography, ecology, environment, and science and tech, then write your question in the comment box. And also don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video. And please, if you want to help us, please help, because we also want to prepare our small team. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks a lot.